I'm going to talk about my latest 9-day dry fast. It's my 5th 9-day dry fast, and I'm going to talk about my findings in that. I'm also going to teach holographic breathing, which I use in dry fasting. It's really good for massaging the organs and keeping the whole body breathing, and it's especially good for keeping the mouth moist so that you don't get dry mouth. A lot of people, I think, suffer from dry mouths in extended dry fasts. Certainly for myself, when I do holographic breathing, just really produces a lot of saliva. It produces this bubbling well of saliva in the mouth. So I never suffer with that. I would have thought that would make a dry fast really hard work. But with this breath work, you won't have to suffer with that. And that will be at the end. There is a menu in the description below, so you can go to any part of this talk or guided meditation. And this video is interactive. I am not putting myself forwards as a expert in the field, and any input, anything you want to share, anything you think that I've done wrong, or any information you want to provide yourself, please put it in the comments so that this can be like a video information hub for lots of people. So please do share in the comments. Please do add your experiences and your views on what I'm saying. And if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. So that's what we'll be doing, and I will start. So also, you are responsible for yourself on your dry fast. This is for informational purposes only. Contact your health practitioner, and you're responsible for yourself on your dry fast. So it's good to get as much information as you can. And I have done 5 9-day dry fasts, but I built up very slowly. I started with a 1-day dry fast, had a week space, did a 2-day dry fast, had a 2-week break, did a 3-day dry fast, did a 3-day break, weekday break. So each time the break is getting longer, and 4 days, 4-week break, and I carried on like that until I got to 9 days. So it took me a good 15, 18 months before I got to a 9-day dry fast, and I acclimatized myself to it as I progressed, and I cleared my body as I progressed, and I didn't do any other type of clearings. I didn't do any liver cleanses, I didn't do any intestinal cleanses. The previous dry fast was the clearing for the next dry fast, and I'm doing a 9-day dry fast every 3 months on the equinoxes and on the solstices, and always the previous one is the clearing for the next one. You can comment on that, what you think about that below. I don't know. For me, that has worked, that has continued to work, and I might spread it out to 4 months, so it's 3 times a year, but I'm really happy with my healing process, how it's going forwards and what's happening with it. And I will put out another video with the refeeds that I've been doing. That will be the next video. I started on this from a friend who had Lyme disease, and she went to Dr. Villanova, or whatever his name is, to try and get rid of the Lyme disease. And I had already cleared Lyme disease, I think, by using holographic breathing and making my own healing remedies, but I was still tired, I still had chronic fatigue. And a lot of that was the leftover or after effects or damage from Lyme disease. And I thought, well, if I start doing extended dry fast, if I do still have a bit of Lyme disease left, it will clear it. Hopefully it will reset my anatomy and my system and clear the damage from the Lyme disease, which is what's been happening. I've been gradually getting more and more healthy and stronger, and I'm going to talk about that and what's been happening to enable that. And one of the things I love, I absolutely adore, one of the things that happens in dry fasting, and it's probably why I probably won't ever stop. You know, my immune system was completely broken from the Lyme disease, so even though I got rid of it, I was still getting flus and colds and chest infections all of the time, and they would last, and I would have the next one before I got rid of the last one. So to be able to go on an extended dry fast and just clear all of the colds, all of the flus, all of the bugs, all of the parasites is such a gift. You know, how could you not want that? How could you not want to do that? So I know it's hard, and I know you have to be careful, and I know it's a journey, but just that is an incredible boon to my health. Anyway, I no longer have to go to somebody to deal with that. I can do it myself, and I don't have to worry about what I'm going to catch or what bugs I'm going to get. And I can let my body and immune system try and get rid of them. And I know in the next dry fast, I will clear them, whatever they are. So that is one thing that I enjoy. Another, now I don't know, I haven't heard people talking about dry fast like this, but it's giving me a new vision of how disease works and what disease is. So in the first 4 or 5 days, it's much more about clearing any disease that are picked up, any colds, bugs, flus, chest infections, whatever it is. First 4 is pretty well cleared those. And then on the 5th and 6th day, it starts clearing past inset diseases, illnesses, organ damage, brain damage, nerve damage. It kind of goes to a deeper level. And that is what I am interested in. The effects of the Lyme disease, the diseases that have carried on from childhood. And up to about the age of 21, my digestion was just great, and something happened. I think I got a hiatus hernia, I came off drugs, I think something happened to my pancreas, I think I might have got poisoned or something. I also think I picked up Giardia, I got a terrible stomach bug, and I was living with people who were back and forth from India, so I think they all had Giardia as well, and I think I caught that. But my whole digestion just was terrible after that, and I had this hiatus hernia. So on day 5, it starts clearing that. The hernia starts clearing up. That's not so bad now, the hernia. You know, I've looked after that in different ways, but it starts, whatever the scar tissue and whatever, it starts clearing that, starts clearing the pancreas, whatever is imbalanced there, it starts clearing that, and probably the liver as well. And these very upsetting feelings that I get in my stomach, it will clear those. And each fast or extended fast that I've done, it was very drastic in the first ones, and every time I do a new one, it seems like it's cleared it, and you get to a deeper level, but it's not affecting me so much. So the stomach, it's not this big thing, and the pancreas, not this big thing anymore. It's just clearing deeper each time. So you don't have to clear it all afresh. It is my system, my organs are getting better. They're getting more resourceful. I'm more able to fight off diseases. I've got less toxins. And then the next thing on the kind of after the stomach, I had pneumonia at the age of 4. And after that, I always had asthma, chest infections and things like that. And a lot of that was also to do with, I had a very overbearing, something wrong with, you know, narcissistic mother, really. A very, very hard childhood in that, and a bit twisted. And so I think a lot of the chest infection was emotional and being suppressed and not understanding what was going on. And in the first extended one, I went right back into that pneumonia. I could feel it really strongly in the left lung. I could see how it was affecting my spine. And I went through it. And after a day, it was just gone. It's like, wow, my chest feels so much better. And that has happened in every dry fast since. But each time it gets less. Each time it's more better. Each time it's getting to a deeper quality of that. So it's a really nice progression. And ever since the first one, where the whole quality of that pneumonia came out, I haven't had a chest infection. And before that, it would always, if I got flu, it would go to my chest and it would last. It'd be this horrible psychological, emotional, wet chest infection. And I must say, I don't think I've had one of those in over a year, and that would be permanent. So, you know, the health benefits are profound if you're willing to go through with it. And then after that, in the 6th and 7th day, it's going through the digestion, and I get a lot of now. You know, what I want to clear is the digestion and the effect, the reflective effect it has in the brain, because I seem to have allergies from whatever that injury to the stomach was. Now I'm very sensitive to different foods. They'll just send my stomach off, and that just hurts my brain. And I get the pain in the brain, but I don't feel so much in the stomach, but I know it's from the stomach because I've just eaten. And I'm hoping the dry fasts are going to clear that. And in that 6th and 7th day, it's really getting deep into the intestines. I really feel it because all the food has gone, and it's getting right into the nervous system of the digestion. And then after that, the kind of 7th, 8th and 9th day, I think a lot of it is clearing. That stage for me, it's clearing the brain. I think that's why you have to do quite an extended dry fast to get to the Lyme disease, because I think it's after the 7th, it's on the 7th, 8th and 9th day that it, for me, it moves into the brain. it moves into the nervous system. And to start off with, there's this really incredibly hard to be with sensation in the digestion. I don't think it's like the digestion per se. I think it's the nervous system, the nerves in the digestion, like the vagus nerve, the stress or the illness in the vagus nerve and the nerves coming from the spine. And Lyme disease attacks that. It kills or it burrows into the myelinating glial cells, or the myelin sheath, and the myelin sheath in the brain, or myelinating glial cells in the brain. And I think that once you allow that, and you allow the dehydration onto that deeper level into the nerves, it will kill remaining spirochetes there, and it will start healing or doing the autophagy, killing the people call it the myelin sheath. That's a really bad name for me. It's lots of little watery coil cells that are called myelinating glial cells, because they're a layer round and round and round, and in between the layer is, I think, cranial fluid, cranial C. And you know, it will autophagize the ones that are not working and clear them out, and start getting stem cells to produce a new neural system for the digestion. So it is the digestion, but I think it's the effect, the damage of the Lyme disease into the digestion. And you're definitely healing at a much deeper level when it's getting into the nerves. And I think this is why in the last couple of days people talk about it. It's like this feeling where they can't be in their body, and it's like really hard to be with. And I think that is the nervous system clearing. And this dry fast, this 5th one, was the first time that I broke through that. It was continual before that, but I found ways of being with that, and it cleared to such a level that I was like, oh, it's gone. I'm not feeling that, whatever it is, that really hard to be in your body or in yourself feeling, and you have on those lines. I think that's why people drop out on the 7th, 8th and 9th day. Is that really hard to be with sensation, but you do break through it. I think it's the nervous system. I think it was worse for me because of the Lyme's disease, and I had neurological Lyme's disease. It attacks the nerves, it attacks the brain, so, and there is damage there, so it's clearing a damage. And it's taken that while to get through. And there was this thing, oh, your nerves don't replenish, but they absolutely do. You can get new brain cells, you can get new myelinating glial cells, you can regrow your myelin sheath. So, and then this time, what came through kind of in that and after that was from early childhood. It was right into my stomach, it was right into the abuse, because I was continually hit as a child by my mother, and hard, and kind of with nastiness, and how terrible I was, what a nasty child I was. And everyone got it in my family, but I was the only one that was hit, really. I was sectioned out to be the one that was hit. And that left its mark on all sorts of levels, but it seemed to be into the stomach. And this yellowness was pouring out of my stomach. And I'm hoping, because that cleared before the end, that cleared by the 8.5 days. So it was another half day of that was gone before it finished. And that's the first time it's come up as strongly as that and cleared as deeply. So I think on each time I've done one of these dry fasts, it's cleared new things and at a deeper level. It's like you clear something And then that gives a space for you to go deeper next time. So for me, it never was, you know, a lot of people think, I just want to get rid of this disease, or I just want to get rid of chronic fatigue, and then it's over. I've done that job. I don't have to dry fast. From the beginning with me, it was like, no, this is a lifestyle. I don't want to eat all of the time. I want spaces between when I'm eating, and I think that's natural, and I think that's healthy. So I wanted it as a lifestyle, and spiritually I wanted to work with my healing process. And it's bringing, as it brings up these diseases to the surface, it brings up all the psychology, all of the emotions, all of the intellectual, you know, the thoughts, the conditioning, the matrices that you've built in yourself, the patterns, they come up to the surface as well, and you can process that. You know, with the stomach, there was all of the thoughts about my mother, and all of the thoughts of, why didn't my neighbours intervene? They must have known. I knew they knew about it. Why didn't they intervene? Why didn't something do something? Why is it, you know, why this, that, and there's conditioning, and I'm not right, there's something wrong with me. All of that is coming up to the surface, and with the dry fast you can get right, that comes up. And with the holographic breathing that I'm going to teach you, so you've got the dry fast and you've got the holographic breathing, which is, I do that all of the time. I'm the founder of holographic breathing, and it's fantastic for massaging the organs, massaging the whole body, giving you a mouthful of water all of the time so you don't get dry mouth. And it enables you to go to the loo. As it massages the digestion, it means you can eat. I just eat my normal diet beforehand, right up to the fast. And because I'm doing holographic breathing, it clears the intestinal tract the same as normal. I go to the toilet the same as normal. Well, not quite as fast, because you're not eating new food to move it all through, so it goes through a bit more slowly. But by the third or fourth day, it is all gone. And on this latest one, second day, end of the second day was the last time I went to the loo. And there was a bit left, but it just wasn't enough to go to the loo. And come the end of the fast, just a small bit, it just came out. So there's no need for enemas. There's not the same need for pre-feeding, so you don't have that. If you do holographic breathing, it gives you a way of being with what is coming up on the fast on all levels. It gives you a way of massaging the organs and massaging your whole body and keeping everything going. It gives you a way of having a moist mouth all of the time, and we'll do that in the meditation. I'll teach you holographic breathing and how to have a moist mouth or a bubbling well all of the time. It means you don't have to do a pre-feed. It means you can go to loo on the fast, and it just clears that whole aspect of having constipation at the end. But I do want to teach you a short introduction meditation to holographic breathing, teach you holographic breathing, and teach you how to keep your mouth moist on a dry fast. It could be a lifesaver. I had it a bit on a fast when I wasn't doing so much. It's sandpaper mouth. My God, I'm going to stop doing this fast. I can't bear that. But then I started really getting the holographic breathing going. Just pour, or doing it in a certain way, just this water was coming back and it was gone, and that was it. So I understand how bad that feels. This may be a lifesaver for you. This may be the difference between being able to do a 5-day dry fast and a 9-day dry fast. I wouldn't be able to put up with that for 4 days, I can tell you. Makes it more comfortable. All right, holographic breathing. We're going to teach you how to do. I'm going to give a short demonstration. I'm going to give a short description, then a demonstration, then we're going to do a guided meditation because it's an activation. It starts and starts going, and then you know it. And I will we'll work a bit with the mouth for producing saliva. All right, so holographic breathing, the lips are relaxed and closed all of the time. The upper surface of the tongue is on the roof of the mouth all of the time. So the breath is through the nose. On the in-breath, the jaw is gently opening, and on the out-breath, the jaw is gently closing. And some people may be thinking, well, how do I open my jaw and keep my lips closed? And how do I close my jaw and keep all of that in place? That stays in place, the lips stay closed, the tongue stays on the roof of the mouth, and within that, there's this gentle motion of the jaw, gently opening on the in-breath, gently closing on the out-breath, and that just becomes natural. It just keys into the muscles of your breath, and that just happens naturally. And it starts this dynamic where the whole face, the whole brain, the whole body starts breathing, and you can breathe with your organs, and you can massage your organs, and you massage your lungs, and you can keep everything working. It's perfect for dry fasting. Now, it's not very active, it's a very meditative healing breath. I'll demonstrate it. I'll do 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, so you may have noticed that my lips weren't opening. It was very soft, very gentle. You may not even seen the movement of the jaw. It is moving, but it's about, half a finger width, something like that. If it's the first time you're doing it, this is deeply relaxing. A miss is as good as a mile. If you don't get all of the instructions in place to learn it, and are only partially doing it, you are not doing holographic breathing. All of the instructions have to be in place, and then stay with that for a certain amount, and then there's an activation, and then it becomes natural. So no point in messing around or half doing this. Everything in place, get the activation, then you're doing holographic breathing. And if you're new to this, it's deeply relaxing. So to get to the point where the activation starts, it's good to be seated rather than lying down, because if you're lying down, a good chance you will pass out or fall asleep before you get to the activation. Once it's activated, you do it sitting, lying down, upside down, hanging from the trees, walking, doing the washing up, whatever you want. It's activated. It's like you're riding the bike. But before you get to the activation, if you want to make use of this, my opinion, best to be seated. But you make your own choices. All right, we will start. So making yourself comfortable. If you already know holographic breathing, just doing holographic breathing. And for the very first part of this, we're just going to bring in some healing energies. We're just going to connect to the earth and higher self before we actually learn holographic breathing. So send a smile, send some energy to the earth, and allow the earth to say hello back. Allow yourself to receive from the earth. Also, send a smile, send some energy to the higher self and allow the higher self to say hello back. Allow yourself to receive from the higher self. And notice what that feels like in your body. And also send a smile, send some energy to the beneficial energies. These are any divine realms, divine teachers, divine energies, higher energies that you want to work with or are healing for you. Sending a smile, sending some energy to the beneficial energies, and allowing the beneficial energies to say hello back. And asking these to be with you through the whole session as your healing guide, as your resource. So you are independent. You're not dependent on anyone else. You're not dependent on me. You're connected to your resources. You're connected to the earth. You're connected to the higher self. Connected to the beneficial energies, and connected to yourself. Okay, we're going to start with the exercises to start learning holographic breathing. So the lips are relaxed and closed. The tongue is relaxed and on the roof of the mouth. And it's the upper surface of the tongue, and as much as feels comfortable. Maybe half an inch, a whole inch, the whole tongue must feel comfortable and easy. And the breath is through the nose. And now to just get the experience that you can move your jaw and keep your lips closed, just start bouncing your jaw up and down, a small amount, maybe a bit like chewing, just bouncing it up and down, and keep the lips closed so you can see that you can move the jaw and keep the lips closed. And once you realize you can do that, letting the movement of the jaw slow down, it becomes much slower, relaxing open, relaxing closed. And when you feel ready, as the jaw is opening, letting it draw the breath in through the nose. And as the jaw is closing, letting it exhale the breath through the nose. Notice it feels, we're going to change it in a little while. We're starting off with the mouth, but we'll change it in a little while. Notice how it feels like a bellows. As the jaw is opening, notice how it's like a bellows drawing the breath in through the nose. And as the jaw is relaxing closed, it's expelling the breath out through the nose. And it's relaxed, slow, relaxed, soft movement. The jaw relaxes open, the jaw relaxes closed. And as it's closing, the teeth don't bite hard together, they just gently relax together and either just softly touch or stay slightly separate. Jaw relaxes open on the in-breath, the jaw is opening and drawing the breath in, the jaw is closing, the teeth lightly touch or not at all on the out-breath as they're coming together. Relax the back of your neck, relax the back of your head. So we're going to change the gestalt now. We're going to move from this more physical aspect of the jaw and the jaw bringing the breath in and expelling it out to the breath through the nose. As you're breathing in through the nose, the jaw relaxes open. So the jaw relaxes open because you're breathing in. Breathing out through the nose, the jaw relaxes closed. Notice how it gets much softer, much lighter. Breathing in, the jaw relaxes open. Breathing out, the jaw relaxes closed. Notice how soft it feels. Notice how relaxed it feels. You may feel energies moving through your body and through your brain. As the chest opens, breathing in, the chest is opening, the jaw follows. Breathing out, the chest closes, the jaw follows. So we started off doing it with the jaw, but now we're doing it with the body and the jaw is just following along. So it becomes a whole body breathing that the jaw is just part of. It's just one cog in that wheel. The abdomen expands on the in-breath. Jaw gently opens. The abdomen closing on the out-breath. The jaw gently closes. It just integrates together with the breath through the whole body. Notice how in a very subtle way your whole face, your cranium, your brain and your neck have started to breathe with the rest of your body. Notice how you can feel it through the pelvis opening on the in-breath with the jaw, the pelvis closing on the out-breath with the jaw. You can feel it through the arms, the legs, the hands and feet, opening on the in-breath, closing on the out-breath. Notice how nourishing it feels. It feels like every cell is breathing, every cell is being nourished. Notice how it connects to the brain, connects to the higher self, connects to the pelvis, connects to the earth. It connects to all the mirrored energies around you and all of your mirrors of yourself in existence. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing. Being aware, we started off being aware of our jaw, but also be aware of your tongue. Notice it's much softer. And being aware of the saliva. This opening is like a suckling motion, and it's bringing saliva into your mouth. Notice all of these saliva glands under the tongue and around the base of the mouth, how saliva is being drawn in. Rather than just swallowing that, allow that to stay in your mouth. It's full to the brim with nitric oxide, and it heals all the bacteria in your mouth. It, different viruses and colds, the phlegm will come down from the nose into the mouth. And if you, rather than getting rid of it on a dry fast, you let that wash around your mouth. And the nitric oxide will kill all of the bugs in it and will kill the viruses. So rather than just swallowing it, allow it to build and allow it to wash around your mouth, clean your tongue, clean your teeth, clean your gums with it, and let the nitric oxide kill all of the bacteria, all of the bugs, and then you can swallow it down. And this is part of the immune system. What will happen is, as the nitric oxide kills that bacteria, as it kills the different viruses, it marks it. So as you drink it down into your stomach, those dead bacteria, bugs and viruses are picked up by the immune system and are alerted to those diseases. It starts interacting with your bigger immune system. So gently feeling this holographic breathing, feeling your tongue, feeling this saliva in your mouth and using it for healing. Also notice the higher qualities of higher in the face, around the nose, the sinuses, the eyes, and brain, and the connection to the spiritual energies. And you can allow, it's like a subtle form of suckling, you can allow the spiritual mother to pour healing energy into your mouth on a healing level, healing spiritual energy coming into that fluid, coming into that saliva. And then as you drink it down, that energetically you feel the saliva go down, but you feel the energy go down. This healing energy blows out through your whole body, healing. Being aware of that and your whole body and your whole energies and your brain, nervous system, how you're sitting, your arms and legs. Notice how spiritual it is. Notice how healing it is. It's a wonderful companion to dry fasting. It'll give you a way outside of dry fasting. You can heal with this, you can process with this. In dry fasting, as things come to the surface, you can heal them with this holographic breathing. You can heal yourself now with holographic breathing. Notice how you can get much deeper breath into your organs, into your abdomen. You can breathe with your organs, you can breathe with your heart, you can breathe with your lungs, you can breathe with the whole body. You can keep everything active, you can keep your digestion active through your dry fast. Right down to the rectum for clearing the toxic waste out of you through the dry fast. Feel your rectum opening and closing with the breath. This energy releasing up through you from the rectum. You feel that. You feel as the rectum is releasing from the bottom end, you can feel it relating to the tongue at the top end and the saliva, and they're joined by a big long tube, and you can feel the connection. All of that lovely saliva, all of that healing energy. You can also move up into your sinuses and feeling the healing energy of the air and the breath to your eyes and your ethmoid between the eyes, and the healing energy of light and cosmic energy. That goes right into the brain and the connection to the higher self. And all of those breathing together, feeding each other, deeply, deeply healing through your whole body, spreading through your whole body. We're going to come back in a minute or so, allowing yourself to connect your sit bones, the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet, back of the jaw, the lower back of your head, the deep, grounded bone energy connecting to the earth and grounding you, deep earth energy. And sending a thank you to the earth. Sending a thank you to the higher self and beneficial energies. Thanking yourself and letting the energies go off for love and healing to the earth, for love and healing to the higher self and beneficial energies, and allowing yourself to be loved and healed. And when you feel ready, gently allow yourself to come back. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share it. Please subscribe. It really helps me every time someone likes a video, every time someone subscribes. Please put your comments on it, on anything, your own views, your own shares, comments about what I've said. Please put these in the comments below. I will answer them, and other people can answer them, and we can shed more light on fasting and healing. I give free webinars every couple of weeks. I've got one this Sunday where I'll be showing how to use holographic breathing for healing. That's this Sunday. The link is in the description. I've got practitioner trainings. The link is in the description. You can come to all of those. Thank you for listening. I put out loads of videos. I've got loads of healing tutorials and meditations on YouTube. You can go to them and heal. All right. Thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, bye.